Hey YouTube, today I'm going to talk about dyes, where to get them, and how to dye sheep. First I'm going to walk you through the grayscale, starting with black. So ink sacs are what cause your sheep to be dyed black, so I'm going to show you how to get ink sacs. Over here we have some squid, so I'm just going to kill it, and so now it gave me an ink sac, and I'm just going to go ahead and dye one of the sheep so that you can tell. Later I'll shear them so you can see the wool. That will be a black sheep. Now I'm going to work with the gray. The gray is just bone meal and black, and you can just put it anywhere in the crafting table. And for each one, since you're putting a bone meal together and a black ink sac together with it, you're going to get 2 of the new dye. So that gave us 2 dark gray dye. So I'm going to dye one of these sheep dark gray. Alright, next I'm going to do light gray. So light gray is just as easy. You're just going to take a regular gray dye, add a white, and that'll give you a light gray. Also, again, it's going to give you 2. So, also, sheep can spawn in the wild any sort of gray color, also brown, and I've heard of pink as well. So, that's cool. And here is, I'm going to work with lime and green. To get green dye, you're first going to need to find a cactus, which is usually in a sandy area. I've set up a nice little presentation here. And just break, I always like to break the bottom cactus because that causes the other 2 on the top to break, or other one. And what you're going to do is you need to put the cactus in the furnace. Alright, so that's done cooking, and I have a cactus grain. I'm going to go ahead and dye one of the sheep. Alright, now to get lime green, you're going to want to mix yellow with green. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Over here I have a few flowers. This is how you're going to get your yellow and your red dyes. First I'm going to go with yellow. For some reason it's not letting me collect them. So anyways, on single player it will let you collect the flower, but it wouldn't let me on creative. So I have a flower right here. If you put your flower in your crafting bench, it will turn into yellow. So, there we go. Alright. Now once you have the yellow, you take a yellow and a green. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, that's a green and a bone meal is the lime. So, yeah, I was wrong. That's, to get lime green, you're going to need green, cactus, and bone meal. And that's what you're going to get. So, yeah. Anyways, now I'm going to work with the pinks and reds. Red is the same way. It's a flower. So, hey guys, welcome to Dyes Part 2. When we left off, I was on a red. So in order to make red, you're just going to put roses in here. Get some dye from them. To make orange, it's red and yellow. To make pink, it's red and white. Alright, so I'm going to show you a pink sheep and an orange sheep. Here we go. Alright, so now I'm going to show you some lapis lazuli, which is right here, and also cyan and light blue. Here we go. So there's a convenient little thing right here. And let's just say you're mining around. A few facts about lapis lazuli. Lapis spawns approximately 31 and below level. It's best at level 13 and 16. So I would recommend, if you were looking for lapis, to go to either level 16 or 13. As you can see, I'm nearing the level. Let's see, let's look around here. Alright, here we go. So, So now I'm in survival, so I will get myself alright. Alright, so here we go. Diamond pick. And I got some lapis here. Alright, so now I've collected some lapis, and I'm going to show you how to make light blue and cyan. So, first, with your lapis, you're going to take cactus green dye, and that's going to make your cyan. So, then, also, to make light blue, it's white and blue. So, there we go. And then also lapis lazuli itself is the royal blue. Here is the lapis color, the light blue, and the cyan. So there we are. And then just 3 more left. First we're going to do the purple and then the magenta. To make purple, you want to take a rose red and lapis lazuli, add them together, and there we go. To make magenta, we're going to take a purple dye and a pink dye, put them together. Alrighty. So here's a purple, here's pink. Or magenta. Alright, last but certainly not least, we're going to do brown. Brown is actually made of cocoa, so I'll show you that. Over here I made a little cocoa farm, and you can see they're maturing. When you break them in survival, you're going to get some more cocoa beans, and you'll see over here, here's a natural one, here's another natural one. There's another. So they're pretty common in jungles, which they'll only spawn on jungle wood. So don't be looking around in grassland or anything. And then once you have the cocoa bean, you can just put the cocoa directly onto the sheep, like this. There we go. Alright, welcome to part 3 of sheep and dyes. So now I'm going to talk to you about shearing sheep and some other sheep tricks. To shear your sheep, you're just going to right click on them with shears. Shears are made with an iron. And iron. If this wool right here was the iron, this is what it would look like. So once you've made your shears, you can just run on through here. And the sheep are going to regenerate their wool. So if you just wait for a while, they'll eat the grass, which is why you see that most of this grass is brown. It's because they've eaten it, and when they eat it, they'll regenerate their wool. Another cool thing is if you right click with bone meal on a sheep, it turns it from whatever color it is to white. Alright, another quick tip I can show you is that if you take a colored sheep, for example. Alright, so I got it over here, a little less crowded. So right here you can see I have a white sheep and a pink sheep. And when I breed them, it's always going to come out either white or pink. So here I'll try it again with 2 others. See if I can get a pink one. Oh, there's a pink sheep. This goes for all color sheep as well. If you take 2 sheep that are both colored, different colors, then it will always be one of those 2 colors. And the last thing is, if you take 2 sheep of the same color and breed them, it's always going to be that color. So there we go. Alright, that's going to be it. So if you guys have any more suggestions, please leave me a comment below. Or if you have any cool ideas for a video, or if you want to ask a question, feel free to leave a comment. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And then one last thing is my friend from school has started making YouTube videos, and I just wanted to share his username, which is 143Griz, G-R-I-Z, 143Griz. He's really cool, and he's doing a nice third-person walkthrough right now that you all should see. So go watch his video and keep watching mine. Oh, and also thank you for all the views on my previous video. Oh, and the last thing is, you may notice my little logo in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I just recently made that on Paint, so let me know if you like it. Thank you. Bye. Signing off.